right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Scalp Solutions podcast. I'm your host, David Santiago, and today I got with me Jay from Easy Blaze Shaving Products. What's going on, Jay?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for coming out, taking some
Absolutely.
time out of your busy schedule.
Absolutely.
You got a lot going on, a lot of big things.
Yep.
All right, so you know what? Let's get right to it. But you know what? Before we talk about what you got going on currently, let's take it back a little bit, all right?
Definitely.
By trade, you are a barber.
Yes.
Master barber.
I was a barber for, I want to say, over 22 years, since I was about, I want to say 15, 16 years old.
So 15, 16 years old, you started hustling here.
Yep. What's funny is I found a book bag. I don't know if I tell the story a lot to people when they ask.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I go to barber schools and we do stuff. I was walking with my boy. We lived in a pretty tough neighborhood, and we walking past a bus stop, and there was a bag on the floor. So we're like, yo, grab the bag. You grab the bag. We kids, we thinking it's money, or I must have been 14. I must have been like 14 years old. We thinking it's money or whatever it is. And like, yeah, you get the bag. And I don't want to. That's probably a setup. Like all this crazy stuff going back and forth. Right. We found a bag. He's like, you grab the bag. So I grab the bag. We walk. I go all the way home. I'm thinking I got money. And technically, I did have money. The clippers. Right. I opened it up. It was clippers in there. So the clippers is money. At the end of the day, it led me to where I'm at. And the bag had a Andis Master and an Andis T outliner in it. And,
that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah. And I started shaping myself up and stuff like that. And eventually started shaping my friends up and stuff like that. So
that's what got you going on.
That's what got me going on the barber. Yeah, shaping up the neighborhood and stuff like that.
Hey, that's how we all started, brother.
Exactly.
All right. So what were you doing prior to barbering?
Like I said, I was a kid. I had a couple jobs. Worked in Starbucks, stuff like that. Jobs and stuff, but I couldn't really. It was hard for me to listen to a manager or something like that. I mean, not saying I was a bad worker. I was a great worker. I just felt like I was underappreciated. I felt like I wasn't appreciated. I think that was like the biggest thing for me. I would, scrub the table bases, and I'll scrub the table bases, and I feel like, what am I doing here? My check would be $100. Back in the day, we're gonna pay $5-6 an hour, $5.25, I think, or something like that. And I'm coming home with $110, and I was working in Greenwich, Connecticut. I was traveling from the Bronx to Greenwich, Connecticut, gas and everything. I was like, what? Then the manager started stealing tips and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, this is not.
So at that time, you already were cutting hair?
I was going back and forth.
Oh, so you didn't know?
Hey, I didn't know what I wanted to do, because remember, all barbers are scared. They're so scared to take that leap, because initially you don't make money, but when you get to that point, you make a lot of money.
Put in the work first.
Exactly.
All right. So now you started barbering, and let's fast forward, right? Yeah. So now you start producing content on YouTube, which is how I came across to get to know who you were. Okay. And you start putting out instructional videos. How to become a barber.
Yeah.
Right. That becomes successful, right? You start picking up some momentum, and then you release a CD. It's called Barber Quest. I'm sorry, a DVD, Barber Quest, right? So
I'll take you to that.
2009?
Yeah, I'll take you to that. So during that time, like I said, I was going back and forth with the jobs. Then I eventually said, you know what? I remember I was just pissed off with the current job I had, and I was just like, I'm going to do this. And I went. This is back before navigation on the, I had my car. I got my boy's address. Well, my boy now, but it was a barbershop that I found in the yellow pages. And I went, started working with this guy. I followed, looked for the directions, found the place, got the address, followed the Tremont Avenue. I was on Tremont Avenue, found a location, started working there, worked there for about 7 years. Then I opened up a barbershop in Yonkers. And when I opened up that shop, taking you to the YouTube days, I just wanted to promote my barbershop. Right. So YouTube was the thing,
Right.
And so I was like, let me just make a video to promote my barbershop. And this is before barbers were on YouTube. I made a video, cutting hair fast and just showing my skill level. And it just went viral. Like I started, like 3-4 days later, I had like 230,000 views. I'm like, whoa. So I was like, I'm on to something.
Right.
Second video I make, same thing, viral, like 500K. I'm like, damn, and I just keep making them. So by the third video, I'm like, DVD coming soon. Just me as an entrepreneur, as a business owner.
So you already saw what you had.
I was like, holy, I gotta get monetized over this. This is before monetizing. Monetizing was,
even spoke about that.
Exactly. And I just knew somewhere in my, I had to monetize. So that's what I did. I monetized. So I make a DVD, put out the camera, made a DVD, and it was history from there.
What did you use to record?
I want to say a Sony camera, man. Just a Sony. I had my boys just record with the Sony camera. Yeah.
Flip joint,
I didn't know anything. Yeah. And I can't say I regret it, but I kind of regret it, because I remember after I set the bar, it's almost with anything, people started going harder, because they I kind of showed them I was like probably one of the first persons, I don't know if I can't say that, but I was probably one of the first people with a DVD.
And you know what? I wanted to tell you that, but I was kind of like, you know what? I didn't want to bring that up because I was like, I wanted to be a little bit more factual with it, because to me, I was YouTubing barber videos, because for me it wasn't like I wasn't looking for I wasn't trying to learn how to cut hair. But for me it was like, let me see what they putting out there.
The
like,
culture.
I want to learn. Right. I want to understand it from every angle. Exactly. And every time I put something. Even like how to fade or whatever.
I was coming up.
You
I was
were the
one of
that
the
was
first
coming
guys.
up.
There was me, and then it was probably like 2 other cats on there. But I was consistent, and I was doing it, and it popped. It worked out for me. And I instead of me capitalize off this, I made the DVDs, and I did really good. Financially, I did really good with those DVDs. You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
I killed it.
Do you still get people that hit you up? About the DVDs?
To this day,
do they want to see more
haircut
DVDs?
So what happened?
Haircut DVDs or just
so what happened was. YouTube changed. Like we said, monetizing. People started monetizing off of YouTube. So they started giving out that information for free. So I eventually DVD,
right.
They don't care about it. We got
killer.
You go online right now, there's people cutting hair that would show you how to cut hair for free.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? That era was over. I was at the end of the DVD era. You know
what
I'm saying?
Now that I'm thinking about
I had
you're
2-3
right.
year
It's a different
gap.
kind of value.
I had 2-3 year gap to do it. And then that's when Easy Blade came along. I know we're probably going to get into that a little bit later, but that's how Easy Blade came about and stuff like that.
So, the monetization of the YouTube and the free value that they can get kind of crushed. But you still came out with 2 more DVDs.
I came out with 2. It was still, I still had I had those couple months left to when the DVD era started, because people still had PlayStations and, you know what I mean? And people still had DVD players. Because I remember when I put away my DVD player, because everything started being digital. That's, Netflix, and it started getting crazy. Nobody wanted a DVD. Even bootleggers stopped selling bootleg DVDs. That is
true.
A friend of mine told me, the power of the boot. Because
somebody
they were bootlegging my DVD out of town. And some dude called me like, yo, I got your bootleg DVD. Like somebody told me they bought a bootleg DVD from, somebody was bootlegging my DVD. Like bootleggers were bootlegging my DVD.
That's kind of,
my boy said my boy's a DJ.
An accomplishment.
He's like a mixtape DJ. He said, you don't even know the power of the bootleg. I said, wow, you're right.
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah,
you made it.
He said the power because
people want it.
It's
that
promotion.
People want
it's promotion.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crazy.
So what about the book? What made you?
So like around that same time, I completed 3 DVDs, and then I was like, yo, I need to write a book, and that was I want to say 2011. I was working on a book, and I don't know. I just felt like it was just accomplished for me. It was called the Barber Code, and just breaking down all the codes of just the industry. How to take your barbershop to the next level, how to even start, just from the beginning to the end. The Barber Code, and I did pretty good as well. We got that on Amazon as well right now. So
it's crazy because I hear you say that. You talk about like you said the code, and like to this day, like it's a recipe that you've clearly followed, right? So if people don't know your come up, like the way that I do, because I've seen it. I've seen it. From when you were in a barbershop and you had like a little store, like you were selling shirts.
Exactly.
I remember when you started putting out the little.
And what's funny? You say that you're saying the shirts and stuff like that. What happened was because YouTube took off, I had to take out the barber stations because I wasn't really cutting hair like that. Like I was doing YouTube videos, it just wasn't working. So it was the gift and the curse. No, just the gift and the curse of me not opening it up on time. It just I can't say messed up the barbershop, but I kind of messed up. I kept personal clients. It was almost like a personalized storefront, if it made sense. So I was a YouTuber. People would probably think I was crazy because nobody knew what YouTubers. I was like a YouTuber. I was selling clothes to my customers. It just became this thing. I became my own entity, I guess.
Yeah, because you had at one time you only had 2 chairs there, right?
I had 3 stations. I had 3 stations on one side and my chair on one side, and then the couch was next to me. So I had 4 stations. I had barbers in the beginning, but barbers, it didn't work out. The demographic that I was in, it was like kind of like an urban area, if you want to call it that. And man, I eventually took that out. I'm doing good on YouTube. I'm killing it with these DVDs. I don't need this. I don't need to be a barber, but I was a barber. I still have my clients, and I don't need. I was what we see now. You know what I'm saying? What we're seeing now, what's going on in the world right now, I was coming into that, and I was actually living that. I was lucky.
You started to see like, yo, this is flourishing.
I was monetizing off my knowledge, I guess.
So now you got the DVDs out, you got the book out.
Yeah. And
you say, all right, you come up with this product. For me, I'm going to speak from a person. When I saw it as a barber, I was like, man, this dude he's a fucking genius. Because I was always with the hot lather machine, and I was you go along the beard, and then you got to wipe off.
Oh, forget about that. How about people using alcohol and toner and just to put it on people to line people up, and
water it up.
Water and soap. How about these things people were coming up with? So the DVD era was leaving. I said, I have to, not even that. So as I was selling the DVDs, I'm like, how many DVDs can I come out with? Right? I need to get residual income. You buy the DVD once, you don't need me no more. You buy the DVD, how can I keep getting money? How can I have residual income? How can I build a customer base? I had people that were following me and respecting me, but then how can I monetize more off of those people that were following them? How can I,
I need them coming back.
I need them coming back. They can't come back for another DVD. I did 1, I did 2, I did 3. I outsourced number 3 because I had a kid from Texas, Joe the Barber, that did designs and stuff like that. So I outsourced that. But I came up with that first product, and funny enough, I was the first person with a shave gel. A lot of people won't believe that. Dude, I don't never say that. Nah. I never go online and be like, oh, and big companies came along and they did the same thing I did, and they had that marketing budget, and they had
the capital
influence, and they had that, just like any
big
seed. Machine will come along and bang. But I'm not sad about that. It never stopped me. I could have sat there and be like, yo, they took my idea, but it's just like all I can really do is keep grinding, and today it worked out for me.
All right, so you got you started with the Easy Blade, right? You do the Easy Blade shave gel.
Yep, the shave gel. First person with a shave gel. Believe it or not, it's retarded.
I believe it.
You have Gillette and all these places that have a shave gel, but it foams.
Yeah,
so I was the first one.
So that's why when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is going to be revolutionary.
People don't, they look at me like I'm playing around. So I don't really say that.
You know what? You a humble dude. That's noble. I respect it. But nah, dude, the way I was searching for shit to help me out with that.
Exactly. There was nothing there.
Yeah, there was nothing. I know once you did the video, I know there was dudes that were trying to make their own stuff. All right, so now you got the Easy Blade shave gel. You get the feedback like, barbers want this.
Yep.
All right. When do you say, you know what, Jay? It's time to commercialize this. Let's take it to the next level.
Yep. So initially, I had a company making a shave gel for me, and they were good, but the pricing was crazy for what it takes to actually make the shave gel. They would hit me in the head. Now that I look, in hindsight, I look back, I'm like, wow, they
got me.
It was nothing. What they were charging me for plus shipping was crazy. So, but I was, we were always bottling it ourselves and stuff like that, and the labels weren't right. This is, like I said, this is pre knowing everything on the internet. Nowadays, I'm telling you, for me to get labels, I had to get labels from like Vistaprint in the beginning and stuff, and it wasn't the way it is now. Like, and then, like I said, everything just changed in 2 years. I want to say 2 years, everything just like boom. And I just started seeing the changes, and I said, I have to change. I have to make this really professional. And I kind of stepped back and looked at things and made sure that, I did it professionally after that. Yeah, I had to take it to the next level.
It's crazy because, and we're going to go back to when you had the barbershop and you had the, the store and you came out with the Easy Blade shave gel. I was kind of like, man, this dude struck a gold mine. I hope he turns this into something else, and he doesn't have, and I hate saying this, that average barber mentality.
Absolutely.
Where they just like,
no, it's true.
All right, I got this. It's dope. It is what it is. No, it is. I'm not going to try to take it to the next level. I'm content with what this is doing.
That's the problem. Even now, when we were speaking earlier today, I'm not content. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need more.
I need more. And it's not even greed. It's just I get off. It's not even money. It's not greed. I really get off of accomplishments. And I always tell people that. I tell my wife that all the time. Like, I get off on accomplishment. I love to be accomplished. It's not money. It's accomplishments.
Yeah, it's just that self-gratification.
Like you're good. You don't need to. You can relax. You can just chill. We good. And it's just like, nah, I need to do something. I can't. I'm hungry for accomplishments, for success. And it's not even, like I said, the more assets you build, the more you can set yourself up. But I think I would never not do anything, but you can set yourself up not to do anything. I think people got this perception that you sit on the beach with a laptop and it's like, that's it. And because of the internet nowadays, with people selling courses and stuff like that, people think that you just like, you just make this money.
Even with those guys too, my girl says something crazy to me. And it is with the SMP training, because I told her, I was like, yeah, a lot of guys are doing that. I don't feel like I really want to do that. I don't think I got the time to do that. And she looked at me, she was like, you know why you ain't got the time to do that? And I'm like, why? She was like, because those that can't do teach. And I was kind of like,
that's real.
I was like, oh, all right, babe, I got you. Deep. So like, yeah. She was like, those that can't do, they teach.
Yeah.
So they put that out. So that's why you have this perception.
It's true.
Dudes like, oh, I'm just chilling, I'm making all this money. Nah, no, you're not. You selling.
That's messing
dreams.
up. Like I said, the Instagram and everything is really messing people up. They feel like there's no work you have to put in. as we were talking about earlier, you have to put in work. It's retarded.
Yeah.
It's a lot of struggle.
So you put in the work.
Yeah.
You take Easy Blade shave gel to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you at right now? And when I'm talking about where you at, like we already know you had the little storefront. I want to hear square footage to square footage.
Okay, so we opened up a 2,000 square foot in Yonkers, New York, and I just moved to I want to say 1,300 square foot, but then we have a lot of storage in the back of and we manufacture and everything.
But it's exclusive.
It's exclusive, yeah.
This is just
just
that's the big difference right there. Where before you had like 2, 3, 4 hustles.
No.
So now
it's exclusively Easy Blade.
You got an Easy Blade shave gel warehouse.
Yeah.
Not even shave gel. You got Easy Blade shave products.
Yeah, shaving products. So we got a shave gel, aftershave lotion, aftershave tonic. We got everything. Hair gel now. We moved into beard products and we manufacture everything. Everything's manufactured in house. We got the top cosmetic chemists that that we work with and
That's
stuff
amazing.
like that. And I got about 3 guys working for me, bottling stuff up, and it's pretty good, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Awesome. It's amazing.
It's even more awesome because I seen you. Those transitions, right?
And what's crazy, like being the way I am right now, like I'm not scared to ask people questions and stuff like that. I'm not scared to like you said, I don't get Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? And I found my mentor, which was in California. He made products for American Crew and stuff like that. And I just emailed this guy one day and I was like, this is going back to what we were saying. I was buying the product originally. This is how I got into manufacturing. And he was like, hey man, come over, let me show you how to do this for free. Older guy, 65, 70 years old. I don't know where he's at now. I hope he's good. I try to get in contact with him. He actually sold the company,
right.
And he was the best, man. I have to buy him gifts all the time, send him stuff. I can't find him, but I love that guy. And I wanted to buy him a car. I told him I'm gonna buy you a car, but I can't find him, man. I wanted to buy him. He wanted an Impala. I was like, I want to buy this guy an Impala, man.
So this is an established dude in the industry.
Dude that
you hit him up,
the knowledge.
And he's like, yo, just pass it along.
Older guy.
You know what's crazy? Like I always
so sad, bro.
feel, and then you like read these books, and it tells you like how these mentors, like they wanna pass down the knowledge.
Especially
but then
older
you see
guys,
the young dudes that are doing it, and they get a little caught up, like you say, like the whole Hollywood.
Yeah. And people just scared to share, like because it's like you almost think somebody's gonna take over you,
scared of the competition. Yeah, but the competition is necessary sometimes because that's how you grow.
But I just always call it people. It's because you're competitive, like you're competing. It's not. I don't really call it competition. It's almost competing. Like does that make sense? Like competition is like like I gotta worry about this guy. Competing is like all right. I see what you did over there. I'm gonna try to do something like I'm gonna go harder. See, like I see you. I'm about to
Not too many people see it like that. It's like you know what? At the end of the day, we're making ourselves better.
Because we go. And at the end of the day, the customer's gonna choose. We can go back to the whole barbering industry. We can go back to that. You walk in a barbershop, you got 5, 6, 7 barbers in there. This guy thinks that this guy is the best barber in the world. He won't go to you. He'll wait for his barber because you might be better than that guy.
Right.
But that guy does what he does, and this guy just loves it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can't lose, period. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be customers that are going to like what you do. You know what I'm saying? You might, like, when you're in your field, somebody might think that somebody's better than you. It might think you're the best one in the world. So it's like, you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? There's customers that come to you that come with their hair messed up. You cannot lose.
Right. See,
you know what I mean?
That's a totally different mentality that people don't just adapt that overnight, man.
So it's an art. Even anything in business is an art. Marketing is an art. People market and make you feel some type of way and be like, wow, I want to mess with these guys. Then you got like our product. We try to look at our product like more like we want to stay on a higher end spectrum. Like we want to stay within the barbering community. We don't want to go big box. We don't want to.
What do you mean by big box?
Big box like Walmart, Target, stuff like that. We don't want to go that way because I feel like we devalue our. We sell our products a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You're going into a place where you're competing with people looking at a shelf when there's a bunch of we want to keep it online. We want the brand integrity.
I got
you.
And
we want to keep it high end or we don't want to go commercially like to anywhere. We have in stores and beauty supplies, but we want to stick in that and get the higher margins of our products. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so if you were to go into like a Walmart or something like that, then you gotta.
I feel like first of all, you definitely devalue your product because they don't care about like how much they don't care how much value you think your product is worth.
Because they're such a powerhouse, they're gonna tell you, we selling this shit for $5.
We got this guy right here that sells it for $5. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, well, this guy gives us it for $1.50 each, and we want to sell it for $5. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in those meetings in those rooms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been there. So yeah, I've actually been there.
I didn't know that. I would have imagined.
So these big companies want 20% less than not your wholesale price, your distributor price. So distributors is big distributors. They want 20% lower than your distributor price. How's that feel to you? You know?
Yeah.
You know, you might get $100,000 order, but by the time you finish that $100,000 order, you made 40 grand, 35 grand. What's the point?
And it's
not.
You
know what I'm trying to say? When you can sit there and keep your brand, you keep your equity, keep the integrity of your brand and build something that's bigger than just. And then when they finish with you, this ain't really selling that good in these 2 stores. We got to take it out of there. What's gonna happen to you, bro? You just devalued everything. Anybody can get it anywhere now. You know, it all depends what you're doing, what you want to do with your business, and how you want to, you know.
Right. See, I didn't even know that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me up to the next question. All right. So, what is next for Jay and the Easy Blade shaving products?
What we want to work on now, we want to start working on flagship locations like barbershops and stuff like that. Like I was telling you a little bit earlier, we want to do high end male, salon. I want to call it male barbers at salon, male barbershops, and just start with one and start building them slow. Hopefully,
so you going for like a modern or like a traditional look?
I want to go a traditional modern.
Modern.
Yeah, like the brick wall kind of, button downs and just really concentrate on shaving, obviously, because of our brand is Easy Blade shaving product. Exactly. And just bringing people experience, you know what I'm saying? And really not just making it just, he just cuts hair, and they want to make it a real experience, so.
Dope, excellent. Yep. So what kind of, what impact you want to leave, not only in the barbering industry, but in the men's grooming product industry?
Like I said, I want to leave an impact of just keeping that brand integrity, man. Just having a brand that's high end, quality products, man. Just I want you to be like, when you use it, and it's the truth, man. Just be serious. And I'm not even trying to just talk about my brand because it's my brand, but if you use the product, you'll definitely notice the difference. I'm 100% sure. People tell us in shows all the time, it's different. They're like, this is crazy. This is different.
I can speak personally for the Easy Shave Gel, dude. There's nothing, and you know what? I've tried
some stuff over here.
No, it's all good.
I've
tried, other ones, and they were like either too thick.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that they're slick, but you gotta like add some water to it.
Like, we got quality control, bro. I was a barber for 20 years. I've been doing
this. Since I found
a book bag. Since I found a book bag on the floor, you know what I'm saying? I knew, and then working in these shops and in these neighborhoods where we use water and soap, and I knew when I made it, I'm the one that made it. So it is, maybe I don't have that big machine, but we build so slow and we build so we good, and we're getting what we want for our products, and we doing really good.
You getting there? You gotta start with the foundation before you build the mansion, bro.
Yep. Right. And we want to conquer online. Online is
so that's where
everything converted online.
Yeah,
these stores. It was, to me,
brick and mortar.
I want to say like I said, I've been in those meetings a year, 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago. Stores were like, "Oh, you made it." If you didn't really make it, online, we kill it on Amazon. If anybody,
so you do got your products on Amazon. Matter of fact, let them know where they can get your products.
Yeah, you go to easybladeshavingproducts.com, and then, like I said, Amazon.com, and just type in Easy Blade, and you'll see, man, we got hundreds of 5-star reviews, which is amazing.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you can look at the
comments.
And
those things, they don't lie, because people
Amazon
could be harsh
does not
with
play.
them.
Amazon does not play around. Let me tell you something about Amazon. Talking about integrity. Amazon, they take pride in it. If they find out you putting fake comments up there, you're out the window. Yeah, they don't play around with that. That's the base of Amazon. When you go and you want to find something, first thing you do is you go to Amazon. You look at the reviews.
Yeah, that's
because you can really trust it. Like, whoa, hold on, let me check the reviews. Just like nowadays, with what you guys do with the scalp pigmentation, you could look on Yelp. Like, hold on, let me see what's going on, or Google. That's the base. They take pride in that. You can't just leave a bunch of fake stuff on it. People are gonna know.
Yeah,
you know, and that's how Amazon.
Well, I wish I could say that for the comments that they are doing in the S&P world.
Okay. There's a lot of fake comments.
There's dudes right now like, yo, you my boy, man. Go on, say
exactly. That's true. You can still kind of do that. I'm trust right.
That's
what Amazon don't play around.
Well, no, but see, but we don't get to sell the hairlines on Amazon.
I see what you're saying.
Amazon's got a little, they got control on that.
That's true.
All right, so check this out. Right now, we're talking about the S&P. Right, let me bring you into my world a little bit. We're both in the hair world. We're both barbers by trade.
Definitely.
But let me bring you into let's talk about like hair and hair loss. All right,
Definitely.
so your hair, right?
Yeah.
How important is it to you and your daily routine and your business in general?
Yeah, hair is absolutely important. When I do shows, I can't wear hats. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of shows. We go everywhere. We go to a lot of big beauty shows. I can't wear hats. It gives you swag, man. It gives you that aura and that feel. You know, personality. Hair is everything, man.
So your hair is everything. You know, I like saying like 90% of your selfie is your hair, and the other 10% is your teeth.
It's the truth.
Is your smile, because we do teeth whitening here too. So
nice,
that's it. So we bring that in. So I remember you. And you know that we speaking about hair. I know you could appreciate it because, dude, you got a full head of hair, so you're living the life right now. You know, you can't be a customer of mine. But you used to have braids that went down past your shoulder.
The braid era.
Why'd you cut them?
Because that time was over, man, and it gave me, you know, and it also gave me that, you know, I had to get a lot more professional. Like I said, I was going to those meetings, and you know, nothing wrong with hair. I'm not gonna say hair is not professional, but
at the time,
it gives a stigma.
It gives a
stigma, and I'm gonna tell you why it gives a stigma, because rappers had braids back then, and just they give you that, you know, that urban stigma with you walking into these rooms with different type of people, and it's more professional. With, I mean, I don't know, this is something that would be controversial to people that are gonna be like, what are you talking about, you know? But for me, I had to switch it up, you know what I'm saying, and be more professional. And braids were just an urban thing. It comes from the neighborhoods.
And you know what? I agree with you. But even though now, like, as the world becomes more diversified, like, you can't look at it and be like, but there are still people
absolutely
on that level you're trying to get at, that you walk in there and they're gonna be like, this guy got braids.
Yeah,
like,
but then again, it's like, I got my own business. We're online. It doesn't matter what. I can have tattoos on my face technically nowadays. But then you bringing a certain type of attention to you when you walk around with the rapper swag. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing an urban feel to you, and it's just like I got tired of that as well. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have that vibe. I didn't want to have that vibe. I didn't want to have that vibe anymore. So I changed my vibe. I grew up.
You're a businessman.
I grew up. Yeah, I'm a businessman.
I turned big boy moves
I turned 30 years old and I cut my hair. I even kept it a little longer than it was supposed to be kept.
Yeah, I know you.
No, I mean, I'm talking about as for the braids. Period. I kept them longer than I was supposed to have them. You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
It was already, braid era was over, and I was like, I'm not cutting my hair because everybody cut their hair. You know what I mean? I kind of kept it around because, you know,
he was like, nah, I'm holding on to
exactly.
These. So what you have now, right? What's your routine? Do you like just wake up and go, or do you put some time and effort?
I could just throw some water on my head, which is cool. I keep a skin fade on the side, and I could throw some water in my head and throw some Easy Blade.
Yeah,
got to plug it in. Throw some Easy Blade hair gel in there, and you know.
And that's it. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I can throw some gel in there or some pomade. You know what I'm saying? It depends how I'm feeling that
But
day.
you give it a little TLC.
I do style.
You do style.
Yeah, exactly.
So can you go to conduct business and just like, all right, I'm gonna wake up, keep it moving?
No, I gotta put something. I gotta do my hair a little bit, you know. I gotta make sure I'm clean cut, you know.
So have you ever experienced hair loss?
I have not, no.
Never.
No.
So like you cutting your hair, cutting your braids had nothing to do with like, oh man, I'm starting to lose hair.
A lot of people say I'm lucky because of that, yeah. I want to say when I cut the braids, I had a part. I still had like 2 parts that I was a little nervous about, like, those parts are gonna go away or what?
Because I get so used to them, right?
But yeah, it eventually went away and kind of.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked, because you get a lot of, I mean,
people,
especially like
hair.
with the woman, because
I don't know. You would know more than me. I don't know if it has something to do with that. I don't think it does. Maybe
the pulling
does.
Oh
right?
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Okay. So I got lucky,
especially for the females, because they love, you know, the tight ponytails, them J-Lo.
So that eventually takes
after a while. Yeah.
Okay, see, you know more than me. See, I don't
pulls
know.
it right out of the follicle.
Exactly.
So it can.
I guess from my experience, I was like, I got lucky. I was like, I don't really.
That's because the Africans weren't going to. They weren't going that rough on you.
Exactly.
They were taking. They were like, let's be nice.
Your eyes start watering up. You know.
I had braids for 3 days.
Oh wow!
So I grew in freshman in high school. I let it grow out. My friends was like, "What were you doing?" But at the time, Bone Thugs and Harmony was out.
See, you my age. You're my age. Yeah,
so
you know.
it was like, nah, I gotta look like Busy Bone, baby. I went to the Africans down in the South Bronx. She did my hair, and I remember I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Eyes was probably back. Your eyebrows are up.
Dude, yo, for real. And you know what? Crazy. I told her, do it as the least amount of rolls that you possibly can, because you know the smaller the things are.
Yep, the tighter and stuff.
Did them. I walked home and I just felt like someone was
pulling your head,
my head backwards, and I was
crazy.
like, the third day I was like, I'm done.
I eventually found somebody that could do my hair without have to worry about that too much of that tight. Yeah,
like you were going through.
Your fingers were just killing your scalp.
So. All right, so you weren't experiencing any hair loss, but are you? You're a barber, so I know you're still hip to what's going on right now. So, do you know of any like available hair solutions, or like do people still come to you now and look at you like, because people see like we spoke earlier, the younger generation, they see Jay from Easy Blade shaving products, but you got guys like me that we know you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just Jay the Barber.
Exactly,
You got people that still come up to you, especially now that
in
you're
shows.
in the products.
Yeah, in shows.
Like ask you like, oh, what can I do?
Yeah. Oh, asking me about stuff like that.
Like anything hair loss related, anything like that.
Yeah, we get messages sometimes. You got anything for like hair loss? Yeah, people do actually. And I always tell people, well, I'll be a millionaire if I knew. You know what I'm saying? If I knew something that you could actually put in your hair to like a chemical, like
an actual
like some type of chemical that's gonna make your hair grow back. That people ask that all the time, and I'm like, nah, there's no way.
But are you available? So I mean, not are you available? Are you aware of like available like hair solutions? Like, so let's say like the hair units, scalp micropigmentation and stuff like that.
I've been hearing about those. Yeah, I've been hearing about them, seeing them on YouTube, stuff like that.
As a barber, how do you feel about those options?
I don't have a problem with it, man. You know, whatever makes people happy, man. There's a lot of people suffering from anxiety because of that. You know what I'm saying? That really bothers people, man. You know what I'm saying? That they feel like something's wrong with them, you know? They feel like they don't, they feel like they lost it. You know, they feel like they don't have any swag just because of that. And it's sad, you know. That really can that really can help somebody. It's a silent epidemic, bro. Yeah, it can really help somebody, man. There's a lot of people really uncomfortable in their own skin and less confident, I guess, talking to a female and stuff like I'm sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. and they actually go.
And they're probably not that, they probably exactly. It's probably not that serious, but that's how they feel. And you could really save somebody's life with that by the way they feel. Give somebody confidence, man.
Yeah,
they lose the anxiety.
Yeah, it's
imagine
crazy.
You feel anxiety
because you don't realize, right? And that's why I started with this podcast. I say it all the time. Why I started the podcast. Like no one really talks about like the hair. Like it is legit a silent epidemic.
No, it really
but
is,
you don't like it's so important.
Yeah.
But you don't realize it because no one really brings it up. But
especially somebody like me that haven't lost my hair. I don't even think about it.
But you haven't lost your hair, but you don't think about it. But what you have to
people
you
want.
is like, yo, I got to take care of it.
Exactly.
And you do that. And you don't even, you're not doing it like, oh, I got to take care of my hair because, one day I could be bald. I need to appreciate these days. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you are aware of some of the solutions out there, right? So let's say you're not Jay.
Yeah.
The CEO, founder of Easy Blade shaving products, and you still in the chair hustling, you're slanging hair.
Yeah.
Would you, knowing what you know now about the men's hair unit and the SMP, the scalp micropigmentation, do you think the hustler that you are, you would have gravitated towards like learning those skills? Like, would that have been a service that you would have?
Absolutely. Definitely, man. That was something I definitely would have did. Absolutely.
Because, and I like to, and I'm asking you because as a barber, like I see a lot of cats when they see in these videos of dudes putting like hair units or doing the scalp micro, but they're like, yo, what are you doing? And they're like bashing them.
Man. It's not wrong with that because it's obviously, again, it's about the customer, what the customer wants. Forget about what everybody says. I learned that too. Like people are like, even for the people out there that are looking to get their hair done, get the micropigmentation done, forget about what people say. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even as a financial standpoint for the barber, even people in the shop are not gonna really like what you're doing anyway. Oh, what are you doing?
Right. There's always gonna be.
First of all, you're making money, you're building a business, you're making people happy. So I mean,
the way I see it at the end of the day,
it's an add-on to what
Right. But again, like we said earlier, not a lot of dudes.
And a lot of females are getting wigs too. I mean, come on.
Oh, they've been doing that for years. Exactly. They've been doing it for years.
So what's wrong with a guy getting a wig? You know what I'm saying? And you got to accept it. It's one of those things. One of those new things in the last, I don't know how many years, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know how long it's been
for the SMP?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But if people are going to eventually, we figure the next, it's going to be so normal to have people have their.
The way I see it is, you know what, man? You feel confident with it?
Exactly.
That's fine. Like I installed the hair units.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because of the lifestyle that I live. Like it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna put that on a customer. I'm gonna be like, this is what you want. You're gonna feel good.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
These dudes again, flat tops, curly tops, and
you got dudes that have hair and doing the crazy shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not do something with what I got? All right. So if you had a friend or a family member that was experiencing hair loss, are you the type of dude that would walk up to them and be like, yo, I know of this service? Yeah, like you would go out there. So what would
if I see that it's affecting them, but if they care, some people don't care, but if it's affecting them, absolutely. I'd be like, yo, man,
So what route you think you would send them?
You said if I would, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like what would you recommend them? Would you tell them, yo, you should try SMP? That might work for you. Might do a hair unit, do some dreads. Or
well, somebody's bald. I guess the scalp pigmentation. I guess, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's dope. Like a nice Caesar. Or, if they're rocking
all year long.
Exactly.
All right. So I know you're a committed man, but would you date a woman who was wearing a cranial prosthesis, a hair unit, a front lace, would you?
I never was.
Would that
I never,
deter you?
I'm gonna tell you why. For me personally, I couldn't. Because the reason why is, I don't know, they just look like different people when they take it off. That for me as a man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's under it. I would if the pants was under it.
Real talk,
I depend what's under it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Depends what's under the hair. But I never was into the wigs because they look like a different person every time. And it was like,
So what if that wig, man, when she throws that on, like the confidence is through the roof. Like you just noticed that would that matter at all?
That's true. Yeah, no, I get it. But if it's affecting them, I love the person. Yeah, I mean, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
why not?
I get what you saying.
You're right.
I want to love.
Initially.
Right. You want to love. All right, this is who you are.
Exactly.
But now you're throwing that on. It's like,
initially, I guess I would be like, but if I get to know the person and love them, I wouldn't care what they were wearing on their head.
All right. So
initially, I guess if I first meet them, like, oh, that wasn't her real hair.
So then,
but I still be attractive. I'm just saying, I'll probably be attracted to them, but I'll be like, that wasn't their real hair. Probably throw me off a little bit, but if I didn't care, I mean,
all right. So let me be a little more specific with the question then, right? So this is an immediate. All right, you meet an attractive woman, chopping it up with her 2-3 days later on the phone or whatever. She lets you know, like, hey.
But you said it. She's attractive, so it won't really matter.
Yeah, okay.
It won't really matter.
All right.
But I guess I sometimes you see somebody and they just look, with the makeup and everything nowadays, everybody just looks like a different person when they take it all off. I'm a natural kind of guy, I don't care. I like females in sweats.
I'm the same way. Yeah,
no makeup, hair in a bun. I'm more like the, I want to see the real you.
I want the real you. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you might not feel confident with the real you, but like that's who
exactly. That's how I want to
you want to appreciate, regardless. But you're not at the same time. You're not saying that what if that's what it takes
exactly
for you to feel confident, then
exactly if you love the person and stuff like that.
All right, I got you. He said,
it's real though.
So if you were, I'm gonna leave you with this last one, right? Mm-hmm. How about if you were experiencing hair loss? And I'm not jinxing you, man. You got a beautiful full head of hair. Hair gods don't mess with this dude. All right. If you were experiencing hair loss, so let's say, for example, so you seen what I looked like before, right? If you were experiencing that, do you think that would have some sort of an impact on you and like just overall, like how?
Absolutely, especially me, man. I'm a slimmer guy. I don't think I could rock a bald head. I would definitely go for it.
So what would you do?
I would definitely go for the pigmentation for sure.
You would do the pigmentation?
I rock the Caesar all day.
But you know that you can get a full lace braids. So we can take you back to 2000.
Me personally, I'll do the pigmentation.
You do the pigmentation.
Me personally.
All right. Well, you don't got to worry about that, but I just wanted to know.
I would definitely do it. Yeah, because I mean, it wouldn't look right on me, man. I don't know. I think I look like I have cancer or something like that. God forbid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would look weird to me. On me.
And that's
some dudes can rock the bald head, but not me. I don't think
you're not with the bald head.
I can't.
I need hair.
I'll look sick. Yeah.
You could. He said I'm a slim dude. I'll look sick. Yeah. So Jay, my brother, I appreciate you coming down, chopping it up with us. One more time, let them know where they can find you, where they can get the products.
Yep, definitely, man. You can find us on the World Wide Web, www.easybladeshavingproducts.com. Again, easybladeshavingproducts.com. And you can find us on Amazon as well. Just type in Easy Blade, and that's it. Follow us on Instagram at Easy Blade Shaving Products if you're interested in following me, at Real Jay the Barber.
Outstanding. Jay, again, I appreciate you. Definitely. Thanks for coming down. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for today's show. Until the next time, peace out.